No, no, no. I know what you're talking about, but no, 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 no,
You never
no.
talk for him, just to him.
Yeah, I just talked to him.
Hmm.
Just talked to him. Yep. Oh,
Just hanging out. How's the week been?
okay. Yeah. Oh,
Smooth
smooth
and
and easy,
easy.
just like I like it. Didn't do too much.
Yes.
Didn't do too
We like
little.
smooth and easy. Can't go
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yep. Okay.
Okay.
And we're
We are
back.
back. Welcome.
All things. How do you measure success? This is favorite pet store. Oh, all things green. Oh, the first one. Then all things green.
Yep.
This is number 4.
This is number
You
4.
know?
So,
Yeah.
everybody, welcome. Welcome to this podcast.
Welcome.
We
Yes.
love everybody being here and hanging out and doing all the fun things.
Yes. Chilling with us for a little bit. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Very,
absolutely.
very, very, very
So,
much.
today's topic is fun. What is it? Fun pet stories.
Yes. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I wrote down.
When okay, I guess my favorite question about this is like the like security questions that like the one of the security questions is like your name of your first pet.
Yeah.
What what is the first pet? What do you consider to be the first pet that you've had?
Um so just to let people know that those questions on there, I never ever 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 answer the correct answer.
Yeah,
So this is
for
just a
sure.
little bit of cybersecurity for for
Yeah.
people, right? Because there are people that know your first pet's name, your mother's maiden name, your father's maiden name, what school you went to. There are people that know that. Do not give those correct answers. All right. Just want to throw that out there.
Uh-huh.
Don't get those correct answers. Um, but yeah, I myself, I just don't put those answers on there.
Hmm. Hmm.
I just don't do it. I saw this thing this guy was this guy was doing an interview, and he was asking about hey, I bet I can guess something or whatever. And then like the first question he asked me was like, oh, so what's your puppy's name? Right. And she was like, oh, Benson. And he's like, oh, okay, all right. And he gets all of this information from her. And then he's like, oh, okay, all right. And then he just, I guess somebody else is putting that information in. And he just kind of asking the questions like nonchalantly. And the girl, she's giving up the goods. She's giving up every ass. Listen, whoever that girl was, you don't do any dirt with her because she's telling on you. Okay.
She's telling
She
me
is
that.
you don't even have to wait. Like you don't even have to see her with like a Big Mac and some fries or something like that. Nah, she don't need a steak, nothing. You just hey, how you doing? What's your? She's telling everything, right?
Right.
She'll let everybody know.
She's
But
giving
yeah,
it
I don't.
all.
She's giving it all up. So, but yeah, I don't put those answers.
Hmm.
I,
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
get that. You
Yeah.
make up a whole alter ego.
Yes, absolutely. You have to. Right? Yeah, just in case somebody's like, "Oh, I know this. Let me break into this dude's MySpace account." You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah. MySpace.
Get to his MySpace account. So yeah.
QBT. But yeah,
Hmm.
what animal in your life do you consider to be your first pet?
Oh man,
I
I'm
feel like
going to say
that's
I don't, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, if it's something that like an animal that I nurtured, right? I nurtured from my being, right? That would have to be the dog, right? That would have to be my little Boston Terrier, right? Because that's what it's like. All right, He's here. He's around. I freaking, fed him,
Yeah.
did this, take him to the thing. He's always here. Always. So yeah,
Yeah.
it would have to
So
be.
that was
Yeah.
like adult life.
Yes, that was adult. Like when I have to pay for food and pay to take
Yeah.
them to, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. Of
Yeah.
course, like I don't want to say like I'm not gonna say fish don't count, but how to fish. I don't remember. That's when I was like younger. I don't remember the names or anything like that. I had some quarter turtles in Iraq. I had four of them. Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael, right? Donatello.
Hello.
Yeah, I had them in Korea, and me and my roommate we used to like race them just on the ground and stuff. They was all under the little couch and stuff.
That's
It
funny.
was so funny. Yeah, but yeah, that's what their names were. So
Yeah. That's too
yeah,
funny. I love that. Yeah, I think I could definitely see that it's like there was a shift when it like became like your responsibility to financially support
yeah,
that was yours.
yeah.
Uh,
True, true, true. All
yeah.
right, hold on. I just I just text you. If you can hear, I want you to hear what you sound like. No, for real. I just want to see if if you hear it because if it's just my ears hearing it, then we're good.
Fun. What is it? Fun pet stories.
Yes.
It's just like echoey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
So
So
I don't know. Hopefully the whole recording's not like that. But we'll
yeah.
see.
Yeah, okay, so what about you? Yeah, so once we get in that, hey, now I have to buy stuff, right? I gotta do
Yeah.
I have to keep my baby alive. Right?
Right. Yeah, I think that like mine, I definitely consider my childhood dog, right? Nakia, the Australian Shepherd, like
Yeah,
that is my first pet.
yeah,
Not because I was supporting her financially, right? But it was like I picked her out.
yeah,
I carried her home
yeah,
from the family that we got her from, right? I
yeah,
took her home with me and was like, this is my dog, you know.
exactly.
So
Yeah, yeah,
that was definitely my first pet. And it's
yeah.
like when I was born, right?
Hmm.
Bear already existed, Tar
Yeah,
already existed, right? Like those were pets that existed when I was a
hmm,
child, but I didn't consider them my pets
yeah,
because I didn't bring them home with me.
yeah, exactly. Right.
Pick out their color, those kinds
Right.
of things.
Yeah, yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. I think, yeah, because I would think the same thing. Like if there was a pet before, and then I was born, and then it's like, it's there, but it was there just because it was there before me. That was it.
Right.
Right. Yeah,
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 those
yeah.
those are my dad's dogs, not mine.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Same. So
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I can definitely see that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
pet, do you see pets as like somewhat of a family member of some kind?
I was had that question for you. That was my question, right? Yes. So this is how I feel because a long listen. Don't tell Peter, okay? A long time ago, before I got
Don't
a
tell
Boston
Pete.
Terrier, I was like, uh, I don't really. Dogs are cool, cats are cool, everything like animals are cool. Like I like animals, cool. I just don't want to. I just don't want to have. I have stuff to do. I can't just be. Let me go get this dog. Let me go get this cat, and then you have to kind of
Yeah.
take care of it. So I was like, I don't care about no animals. They're cool, but I just don't care. But I think once you get one, um, it's absolutely a part of like the family. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, that's my baby. That's my, that's my baby." Right? They're not, they're not they're a baby animal maybe. They're not your baby, but you have to treat them as if it were a little baby, a child, because they're not gonna, you can't just say, here's a, well, you got like wait like 8 weeks, right? Here's a 8 week old doggy. You just can't leave the dog in the house and just let them do whatever. Because if you
Right.
do that, it's gonna be horrible
You
for
know,
you.
we are calling PETA.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm calling PETA. I'm calling Child Protective Services. And I'm calling all kinds of stuff. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling everybody. Okay. Um, but yeah, you definitely have to take care of them. And um, I really, really, really like enjoy. I love when kids or families have little pets, and it's like, oh, this is my pet. A long time ago, I seen dogs outside, right? 30 years ago, 35 years, dogs are just outside on leashes.
Yeah, I mean those were, the dogs I was born into, right? Dad had
Yeah,
them outside. They had
yeah,
a dog house out there, right? And they never
exactly,
came inside. They lived there.
exactly. So, but now it's kind of like, they're making little dogs smaller. They're making little cats and rabbits and stuff to be teacup animals. So you have to do everything for them. So yes, I definitely, definitely, definitely believe that cats and dogs and rabbits and things are people's family member. They're babies, right? You have to take care of them, because if you don't, you're going to prison.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to jail. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't be having 50 cats and 50 dogs, and somebody gonna tell on you.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
absolutely.
promise you, somebody gonna
Yeah,
tell on you.
definitely. I mean, not only is it that they can't take care of themselves, like they can't, we need to, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we grow such large bonds with
Mm-hmm.
these animals, right? Especially dogs that are so loving and caring, and cats
Yeah.
that want to cuddle with you and hang out with you, right? Like how do you not consider them as their own version of family in some way?
Exactly.
They're not sitting
Exactly.
at the table eating food with us, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
are, in their own way, that
Mm-hmm.
family member, right? We
Yeah.
we close to them. We don't want to lose them, right? All of those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So
When somebody, when some rich person, very, very, very wealthy person, uh, dies, and their animal is in the will, and the animal is getting, estates, and being taken care of for life, that's a family member.
yeah, that's
Okay.
wild.
Yeah,
I
that's
I want to be wealthy so I could leave my cat with $1 million.
right. Like, sheesh. But yes, they definitely are, and I think I feel like, um the animal that is kind of like closer, like physically closer to you, I think people take we they have a stronger bond to them. And I'm thinking like, okay, let's say we have horses and we have goats and we have cows, right? Those are animals. I have to take care of them, but you know, you have your little dog with you, your cat with you. That's a
Yeah,
little different. Like a snake, right? I know people really like snakes, and how is that bond to them if they have snakes, and then they have they may have a hippopotamus outside or something like that, right? I don't know why you have that, but I'm just saying, right? There's probably going to be more connected with that one that's closer to them, right? So
sure. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, that's
That's
what I
too
think.
funny. If somebody asked you, what pets did you have growing up? What do
I
you say?
always say, I always say, a dog. I say bear, and I say Snoop. Right. I say my dog Snoop. Um, and then Amy Rashid. And then I had a whole bunch of like fish and stuff. But
Yeah.
again, fish die sometimes. You gotta scoop them up and throw them away. Yeah. 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 So
Yeah.
man. Yeah, but the mostly that's what I say. Just those
Mhm.
ones.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, especially that so first comes to mind is the dogs, then the
Yeah,
horses, because
yeah,
those we rode, right? And then it's
yeah,
like the fish that were kind of there. Do you ever mention
yeah.
the sheep,
Right.
the ducks,
The duck.
the
Yeah. Listen,
chickens?
they were there, right? They were they were living their life.
Yeah, yeah, too
they were
funny.
they were they were what do you call it? Like background actors, like extras.
They were just there. They lived
They
over
were
there. We lived
yeah,
over here.
exactly. Exactly. But they still had to get again. They still had to get fed and cleaned and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
right. It's
Yep,
too
yep, yep.
funny. Would you have an exotic pet?
Um, I don't. Okay, truthfully, I don't think so. I don't think I would. Now, when it comes to fish, right? I did have. Oh man, what? I think my mom had some elegant. I mean, some elephant nose fish. Um, they had just like a little hook on their little nose. Um, some like big algae eaters. Those are not tropical, but or exotic, and like a lot of like different kind of goldfish. They were look pretty cool, but the most, I think the coolest one I think was the elephant nose fish because I never seen anything like that when I was younger.
Yeah.
Um, and then one day, I think she was cleaning the carpet, and I don't know who did it. I don't think it was me. You feel me? But the fish tank kind of got unplugged. Right? I don't know who did it. Fish tank got unplugged. All the fish died.
Mm.
It was like four, five, six, some fish like that in there. All the fish died. Now I don't know how long because they had the little the little water thing in there. I don't know what happened, man. They just died, or we didn't have no cats or nothing, so I know a cat didn't get in there and eat them.
Yeah.
Garfield.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but yeah, they
Yeah.
died. My mom was upset. I was like, oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to get in trouble. Whoever killed these fish like
Somebody.
that. Somebody, I don't know who it was, but
So that is the most exotic we would get to is some sort of
yeah,
exotic fish, probably.
yeah. I don't because like I see people with like they have like monkeys and alligators and all kind of like wombats and like brother, listen, Tiger King, leave it alone.
Yeah.
You don't need to be doing that stuff. Relax.
Yeah. I mean, some people have raccoons.
Yeah, listen, raccoons, y'all better leave them raccoons alone. You see them little fingers they got.
They're so cute.
Man,
I
listen,
don't know that I would ever want to own my own raccoon. I don't think I'd
right?
invite anyone inside, but they're cute.
it's, I just saw something. Some girl had one. She like had a jacket and she like picked it up and she's like, "Oh my!" She was crying. Like I don't. I want to say girl. This woman. She's like 25, right? She was crying like it's a little baby raccoon.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, they are. They are kind of cute. I think a lot of smaller things are super cute, like little cats, little
Hmm.
dogs, little
Yeah.
raccoons, things like that. Yeah. I mean, listen, I have been, online on, YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and MySpace and all that stuff, and I've seen some little like raccoons, wombats, all
Yeah.
kind of little stuff, and I'm like, turns out I might need a beaver.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah.
know, right?
Like
See a little cute,
if
little cute
if
one.
we could have if it was normal to have these random exotic animals as pets, I would want like either a koala or like an otter. Like how cute are they?
True, 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 true. It's, yeah, those little otters, they just be chilling.
Otters are so cute.
Chilling. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, if it was normal, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
If it
I,
was normal.
I know. So your turtles that you had were
Yep.
land turtles.
Yes. Can't put them in the water. Not
Yeah,
tortoises. I'm not
yeah,
trying to drown them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then my mom had one at her school that she would bring home sometimes. That was the
Hmm.
like red side eye turtle.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, those were mostly water turtles.
Yeah. I
But
like those. I like. I think. Okay. What's your favorite? Let's say top. You don't have to be specific. Like, oh, I like this type of bird, this exact bird, right? You don't have to get that specific. But what's your favorite? Let's say top three animals,
top three.
animals or insects, right?
Okay, okay. So top three.
Yeah,
I love hippos. I
got
think
it.
they're so cool.
Okay,
I don't think I want to meet a hippo, but I think
yeah,
they're really cool.
they're huge. They're huge.
I absolutely love butterflies.
Okay,
I
butterflies.
think
Yep.
they're the coolest animal with the whole cocoon
Mm-hmm.
situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I don't know, it kind of toss up between like a tiger and like a bear.
Okay.
Both of those
Okay.
kind of animals. Tigers, just because they're even more exotic and they have these crazy stripes, and like
Yeah.
how do orange and black stripes just naturally exist on an
Right.
animal? I think that's crazy.
That's wild. That's
And
wild.
then,
That's
bears, back to that like dangerous cute
okay.
factor.
Yes. 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 I can see that. I can see,
Yes. Yeah.
especially if it's a little bear, you're like, oh, that little bear is so, oh, hey, little fella, hey, little fella, how you doing? And then the mom that's 8 feet tall
Yeah.
is, you know,
Yeah. It's like, the movie Elf when he goes into the real world and he's like, does
yeah,
somebody need a hug? And tries to hug someone,
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
all
What
right, yeah,
about you? Favorite
I can
animal?
see that. I think me, obviously, okay, any kind of turtle or tortoise,
Hmm.
100%.
Yeah.
Um, octopus, octopus, 100%. Right, all the
Yeah.
yes, all the different kind of octopus.
Yeah.
Um, and then shark. I really like shark. Shark Week is in full effect. Listen to me now. Nothing gets done during Shark Week. I don't care what's going on. Don't bother me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going. I'm not doing nothing. I, I I'll go to the gym, but then after that, Shark Week. I got a little outfit that I put on when I
A
watch
shark
Shark Week. J-
outfit.
Listen, just in case I don't want the shark. You feel me? To be like, oh, what is that? Is that a human? What is that? I kind of want to be right there with them, so they're, oh,
Yes.
that's another shark.
Yeah.
We're good.
So they see you through the camera and say, okay,
Yeah,
he's okay.
they're like, we're good. We're good. All right. So just throwing that out there. But yes, definitely, 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 definitely. Boom, turtles and tortoises. I just love them. I think they're so cool. They live forever. Sharks. Oh my goodness, I love them. And
Yeah.
octopus are so smart.
Hmm.
They're
They are.
like
They're
they're like
crazy.
aliens, like
Hmm.
in the ocean. I think it's
And I think it's all octopus that are able to kind of like change color a little bit, right?
and like the color and like texture
Yeah,
of their body. I
right.
I love it. I
Yeah, that's
absolutely. I think it's so
crazy.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. That's
those are
wild.
my
Yeah, those are good animal choices.
yeah,
Yeah.
those are some good ones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Those are my
What is a thinking back about, pet interactions, whether childhood or adulthood, do you have like a distinct, like, this is a funny pet thing that happened?
Um, I was, I've been thinking about that, and I haven't. It's just regular, everyday, nothing too wild, nothing too crazy. Just like animals. Going to see them at the zoo or whatever.
Mhm.
What I do remember, because again, you're not gonna listen. You're not gonna ever turn on your TV, okay, and see anything about me getting eaten or anything about any animal or getting mauled up, because I don't put myself in that type of that business. I don't do that. So it was one day, we were in we were doing some like excursion or something, right? And it was time for the swimming with the sharks, right? So of course,
So you put on
we
your shark outfit.
so, so we're on the boat. We're out. We're out on the boat, and the guy on the boat, he's like, "All right, this is where all the shark are. This is the time we can get out and swim with the sharks. You can feed them and do a little whatever, blah blah." And there were nurse sharks, right? And I grabbed my boys and said, "We are staying right here. Everybody else can get in the water and they can do whatever they want to, but we're not going to be on the news, right? Everybody else, they just before the guy said, you can go ahead and get in there. They're nice nurse sharks. Before that even finished, came out of his mouth, they were in. They were jumping in.
Yeah.
They were head first in the water, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
nah. Listen, we'll stay here. We did a lot of other stuff. I just want to make it from A to B back to A, right? With all
Yeah.
my with all everybody's limbs and stuff. Nah,
Yeah. Right.
yeah, you're not about to
Uh-huh.
have me on the news like that.
Hmm.
No,
That's too
thank you.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing that I don't think I wasn't even involved in the feeding of this. It was watching the feeding.
Hmm.
Was the guys down in New Orleans like
Hmm.
holding a raw chicken, and alligators are jumping up and eating them.
See, that's what man. Come on, man.
They
That's
were
what I'm
holding
talking.
it. They were holding it with a stick, right? It was like a
I
long broomstick,
Yeah.
but you know, I was like, yeah, no, I will not be feeding them. But this
No.
is very enjoyable to watch. They're all jumping
Yeah.
all over the place, you know.
Yeah. This is listen. It kind of like when you see somebody else with like, oh, that's a nice shirt. That shirt looks good on them. Probably won't look good on me, but it looks good on them. Kind of like that.
Similar.
Yeah, go feed on me. You know that. Listen, I'm happy for you. I
Yeah,
love that for you.
yeah. And it's like a whole chicken, like a whole raw chicken.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that like I have to, really, I don't know, good stories, I guess. One is from
Okay.
childhood, one is from more adulthood. But the first
Okay.
one is it's funny to look back on. It was not funny in the moment, one of those, right? But, like, same dog, my dog. I was a
Yeah.
teenager, Nakia, Australian Shepherd, great
Mhm.
at chasing things. We had 3 acres of land, right? They
Yeah.
went out all the time and were running around grabbing
Yeah.
whatever, right? At one point in time, Nakia had caught and killed a bunny,
Hmm.
rabbit, a wild rabbit, and of course brought that to us
Of
as
course.
a token of her affection. Brought in this bunny, did not know that she had this rabbit in her
Yeah.
mouth, and she came
Yeah.
running into the house, and suddenly there was a rabbit that she had in her mouth. And then at one point in time, you heard her crunch down on it, and you hear these bones break
Oh.
inside this rabbit.
Oof.
And it was
Wow.
so bad. When my mom and I both were like yelling, like, get out of the house. Like, no. So looking
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened.
Oh
But
my God.
it was
Traumatic.
so bad. My hunter dog.
Right?
And then secondly, this was at my apartment when I lived in Anaheim.
Hmm.
And I lived with my best friend at the time, and she um, left chicken out to
Hmm.
defrost out of the freezer. And I think I was gone. She was in her room. I had come back out of somewhere, and Jax, my current cat,
Hmm.
had found the raw chicken that was sitting out and literally ate the entire package
Oh no.
of
Oh,
raw chicken breasts
really?
that were sitting out to defrost.
Oh
And there
no.
was like one left that he was literally chewing on at the time. And like we tried to like grab it from him, and he was like literally snarling, growling, like, you absolutely cannot take this from me.
Listen, cats are predators.
He said, "This is
Cats,
mine. I caught
yes,
it.
cats are
I
predators.
it."
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, but especially like when we think of cats, like panthers, jaguar, tiger, like they're
Yeah.
gonna they'll tear some meat apart.
He thinks he is one of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. He's like, I just killed this and I brought it up in a tree, right?
Just like
Oh wow.
just like the Australian Shepherd, I brought this back for you
Yeah,
because I killed
exactly.
it, and I'm here to share my dinner.
Yeah. I'm here to share the spoils of war.
Yes, exactly.
Oh man. Oh
But
man,
yeah, I
wow.
love all of the like I see different, of course, like reels and videos on YouTube or whatever with
Hmm.
um like one like same thing like the chicken, right? Like pets that eat everything, right? Like I've
Yeah.
seen one where they just like literally destroy a whole birthday cake or like things like that.
Oh my
Or
god.
I love the ones too that are like, pets that are like dramatic pets or like they have like human qualities sometimes. Like
Yes, those are
pets like
so
make fun of
funny.
their owners, for
Yeah.
example, like things like that. You're like, aren't you a dog?
Yeah. Like, how are you limping because your owner has a broken leg? Those are
Yeah,
so funny.
yeah.
Those are
Yeah,
those are
yeah.
so funny to me. Oh
Or
my
like the
goodness.
dogs that like don't can't walk downstairs, for example. Like they're too scared to walk downstairs. Like
Yeah. I've
they're
seen some slide down backwards too.
yeah.
Oh my, so funny.
do
So
you ever
hilarious.
do you ever talk for your dog?
Um, well, I talked to him. I talk with him. I tell him he's so cute. Listen, don't tell Peter, okay? I tell him, you are so cute. I wish I can rip your skin off and wear it like a suit for me. Okay, that's how cute you are. That's what I feel like doing, right? And I always tell him like, oh, I remember when you were born. I remember when you were born. You're so cute, right? Treat him like a baby. But that's that's
That
that's my
is
baby.
too funny. I think, yeah, I love that talking to him, but even more so, like talking for him, like, oh, like he probably is saying this right now, or like things
Oh
like
no,
that. Do you ever do that?
no, no, no. I know what you're talking about, but no, 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 no,
You never
no.
talk for him, just to him.
Yeah, I just talk to him.
Hmm.
Just talk to him. Yep. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Yep. But also something that I think that's super funny is like when you sometimes you talk to your animal and then their ears kind of move and but they don't move and now I'm like I know you hear me.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
I know you
Jackson's
hear me.
ear will go like this.
Yeah.
But he'll
Like,
still be facing forward.
yeah. I'm like, I know you just didn't turn me off. Like, come on, get what are
Yeah,
you talking about? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What do you
So,
think? What do you think you have learned from having pets?
um, the love that they have for you and how they make you feel, right? The love for they have for you, how they make you feel, how they also make other people feel, right? In certain situations. Um, and how they also can be used. I have a friend. She's a therapist, right? And she does the pet, pet therapy. And she was just like, people really get like comfortable around like pets and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think like that's another way to, not only help you as a owner, but somebody else as, a client or a friend or a,
Hmm.
a little neighbor, right? It's like, oh, you have the cutest little puppy, right?
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. I love the connectivity that can come. That like, in situations, when people are moving, for example, to a new place
Yeah.
and they don't know very many people, like pets
Yeah.
are such a connector in that space that like you can always join a dog walking group or a golden retriever meetup. Like there's so many things that revolve around our pets sometimes that can be that connective
Yeah.
factor. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you're right, totally. That like animals have such a different way of relating to people that it
Mm-hmm.
does make us feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Somehow,
Yeah. Yeah.
somehow being another being in a space that's non-human still gives
Yeah.
us that outlet to we still talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also look at therapy dogs, right? You got or therapy animals. I saw a little I saw let it, hold on, time out. First off, y'all can't just be putting no this is my therapy animal. I
Yeah.
saw a lady, you feel me? I saw a lady, she had a hamster, and the little hamster had a little vest on and it said therapy dog. And I was like, first off, that's not a dog. Second of all, if you want your animal in a Texas Roadhouse, just say that. Don't try to trick people.
That
Okay,
is
I
a
know this
dog.
little hamster.
Don't
Yes.
lie. That is a dog.
Like, come on, but yeah, like therapy animals like really help people and they're really good for people. So I really appreciate anybody's animal that makes them feel a lot better about life,
Mhm.
about themselves, about their, if they have any health issues. And that animal, whatever that animal is, makes them feel better, makes them feel safe. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, and what just to emphasize, I don't have a mic currently today, so I can't speak louder into the mic here, but to emphasize from a therapist standpoint, an
Yeah.
ESA, emotional support animal, is not the same as a service animal. And they
Yes.
get confused by people all the time, thinking that just because they have a letter from their therapist that says an emotional support animal would be beneficial for them, they think
Yeah.
that means that they can bring them absolutely anywhere all the time forever. And those are
Okay.
not the same things.
Okay.
A service dog is providing a specific service for somebody, an ESA animal is providing support
Yeah.
that like it might get you lenience on pet rent. You can't afford to live in this place because pet rent would be too expensive, but we need this animal, so they might forego it for you,
Uh,
right? Things like that. They're
yeah.
not to say I need this animal by my side 24/7,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So that emphasis too is so important because people think that like I have an ESA letter, so I get to bring this pet with me wherever
Yeah.
I go all the time. And I'm like,
Okay.
that is not
That's
how
the
it
difference.
that is not how it works. They don't get a little ESA vest that
Yeah.
says "want pet," you know.
Okay. All right. So boom. That that's the difference. Service animal,
Service
ESA.
animals are usually allowed absolutely anywhere because they
Yeah.
are they if that person doesn't have their service animal, they can have some sort of medical emergency happen or
Yes.
something, um, that they absolutely need.
Yes. Those
Yeah,
those animals are well trained, well thought out
they're
to
working.
do
Yeah.
specific. They're working. Yes, they're
Mhm.
doing specific things for some maybe life saving
Absolutely. Yeah.
things.
Of
So
some
yeah,
kind. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And not to say that mental health is not sometimes needing a service animal. There might be a case where they qualify for a service animal. It just
yeah,
needs to shift over to that actual service animal and not just emotional support. You know.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So anyhow, that is what we have on pets. Exciting. A
Yes,
cute little. We always say, when we talk about pets, we always say, "Do you have any furry friends?" You know,
yeah.
but some people prefer reptiles. Some people
True,
prefer things that don't have fur. So,
true,
you know.
true. I just those skinless cats and stuff.
Yeah,
Them little. Listen,
hairless. A
hairless. Would I say skinless?
skinless cat might be a little scary.
Time out. What's going on here? What's going What's going on here? Did I say skinless cats? Time out.
I don't know
I
what's
didn't hear
holding all of their organs together, but
that. Yeah. Those hairless cats.
yeah.
Those things sometimes, man, they just. I think they look kind of they look kind of cool, but they kind of look like little cutlets sometimes when you see them.
Yeah, they look
Those little,
silly and funny
yeah,
sometimes.
those little chicken cutlets you see sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
like, cat, are you cold? Like, put some
Yeah,
clothes on.
it needs a jacket.
Yeah, what's oh, one thing that um I see a lot of people do, or I hear a lot of people do, and they do them too. And this is how we kind of gauge, like when people say like my dog is my family, my dog is my child, my cat is my child, my cat is my baby, right? The thing that we hear a lot, or hear sometimes, when people do the baby talk, they do the baby talk to babies, and they do the baby talk to their animals. All
Yeah.
right. Baby talk. All right.
Hmm.
Let me tell y'all people now. Okay. Don't do the, listen. Your baby needs to understand English or whatever language you're speaking to. Whatever your first language is, that baby needs to understand that language. If it's Spanish or whatever it is, Hangul, whatever it is. They don't like the little baby English. They don't like the little. But listen, please don't do that. Right?
Please don't.
Hey little baby, hey little baby. Right? They don't like that. Okay, just say, hey little Gregory. All right, whatever this
Yeah.
baby's name is.
Gregory. Baby Gregory. Yeah.
Baby. Oh
One thing
man.
I was going to say that I forgot about, you were mentioning that tortoise, how they live forever, right? There is um there is this episode of Bob's Burgers. Have you ever watched Bob's Burgers?
I saw like one or two times. I don't really watch it.
Best show, love it. But
Yeah.
anyway, it was just funny. They made a reference to a tortoise because like Bob was like maybe going to be getting a tortoise from somebody and he was like, "Oh, I don't really want it." And the kids were like, "No, we want this," kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't know." And they're like, "No, you're not just gifting it for us, you're gifting it for our kids too because this tortoise is
Oh,
forever." She's like, "Are you really going to deprive baby Tina, who's the daughter,
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about her daughter, and she's like 12? Are you really going to deny baby Tina the luxury of having a tortoise in 40 years?"
Oh my God. Okay,
It's
yes,
so
yes. They
funny.
they live forever. Oh,
Yes,
that's funny. Yeah,
but
yeah. They.
Anyhow, so our next topic that we have here
All
looks like
right.
kind of a combo. It's like talking about overall um, apologies and forgiveness.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Apologies and forgiveness. And I told you that I did see Paradise on Hulu. I did see it.
Yes.
I just didn't know what. Yeah, I just didn't know what it was. I forgot the name. Yes, I really liked that show. That show was good.
Yeah.
It was
All
good.
right, Shani. Well, I will see you next week. Thanks everybody
Yes,
for joining Sip Chat today.
yes. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it. And yeah, and also let us know anything about your favorite pet stories, right? And
Absolutely.
yes, please, please let us know. All right, apologies and forgiveness next week.
Absolutely. I will see you
All
then.
right. Yes. All right, Britt. Love you. See you later.
Bye.